There it goes. Okay. All right.
So chlorinator, you can pop that sucker right on open.
Uh huh.
And a little water will come out. Yeah, you got a couple tablets in there.
Okay.
That's good. Never more than 2.
All right. That's where they go.
Your problem you got going right now, it's shut off. Hear the water flow? You just broke it loose.
How come? All right. So that's the 2 3/4 thing you're talking about. And what is that? 2 3/4? That means how much water is flowing through it?
Yeah. Okay. This is nothing but a valve, and as you open that up, the orifice opens up, allows more water to flow through. Too much water, and you end up too much chlorine. So 2 3/4 to 3, I have found absolutely perfect.
Okay. Perfect. And that's all you got to do out here?
Now you got chlorine working out to your pool.
Okay.
It's flowing.
Yeah. Why was it off though? Because they
no idea.
Because usually now it should be like that all the time.
Yeah.
That's weird because the guy they came once a week.
You got a pool guy.
Yeah.
I tell you, they don't know their ass from a hole in the
shit.
ground.
I know. My God.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's a good little tidbit.
This is your suction should. If you ever see this dial go up, it means your filter's getting blocked.
Okay.
Okay. All this does is register the amount of pressure going in through your line. So what's happening is your pump is sucking it from here. Blowing it up through here, blowing it through the filter, blowing it through the chlorinator, and back down to your pool.
And the filter is just, how often do you use that? Like once a year?
Once a month. I pop mine out. No, I don't replace it. I pop it out and close
Clean
it
it,
off.
yeah.
Once a year, replace it.
How does that come off?
What you need to do is, to do this, you got to shut your pump off. And
Which is probably over here, right?
different ways you can do that. You got a completely different time you're going to do.
Yeah, just shut it off. Okay.
That's shut your pump off. That allows you to get in here because this thing is pressurized, and the only way you're going to get that top off is, you may want to stand over this way. Do the air release.
Yeah.
You release the pressure.
Okay.
Buttons.
Looks like it turns.
Nope, doesn't turn.
Oh,
It's you hear the pressure. It's just the pressure that'll suck it down.
Okay.
Boom, there's your filter. You pull that guy right on out of there and you hose it
Oh,
off.
that's a big filter. Holy.
Yeah.
You just hose it off and it's good to go.
Hose it off.
Is it surprising to be that dirty so early? Yeah.
Not really. We'll leave it up. I'd say hose it off.
Okay. I don't have a hose, so I'll have to go get one.
All that is just construction
Yeah,
junk.
crap. So it's a good idea. I might as well clean it.
You bet.
Okay, yeah.
And you just hammer it with a hose, and that just.
That's it. Okay.
That's it.
Cool.
Pop
Yeah, let's put
out.
it back in. I can probably figure it out later. But I got to go get a hose. You know, one more thing you got to buy.
Yep. It's never ending.
It is never ending. It's crazy. Now, what about the vacuum? That's what I was watching things online, but I wasn't really understanding it quite well.
Okay.
The vacuum.
There we go.
There it goes. Yeah.
You'll know it when it gets
Yeah, you
in.
can feel
You'll
it, right? Yeah.
It'll drop down in there.
Yeah, it should never be forced because then you know it's.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Good.
Then you flip your ring back on. To get a quicker prime, leave that open. Kick your pump back on.
Uh huh.
And now you're not trying to move air. You're going to move the air out right through here. As soon as you get water, you shut it off and you got prime.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so when we opened this up, that introduced a bunch of air into the system.
Okay.
And when you try to push air through a closed water system, it doesn't allow it to get up to pressure like it's supposed to.
Okay.
In just a second, as soon as we catch prime on the pump here, you're going to hear this air start coming out and then water is going to blow out.
And that's when you
As soon as the water blows out,
just
close
turn it. Okay.
Yep. Air in the system could just kind of cause it to lock up and not catch prime.
Malfunction,
So
yeah.
your pump just sits here and
Okay.
cavitates.
That's a cool ring. I like that.
Thank you.
Nice.
This other piece right here, there's
Uh-huh.
another filter. When there's a bunch of gunk in there, you pop this off, pull that filter out, clean it, pop it in, put it back on.
Is that easy?
Rubber mallet,
Oh, okay.
for sure.
All right.
And then when you're tapping this thing, make sure you tap it straight. Otherwise, you can break these little lips right there.
Okay.
Rubber mallet, only way to go.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Cool. Interesting.
Boom.
Then that's good to go.
Now you got prime. Now the baby's prime, good and proper.
No air
you
in the
got,
hose.
You got a little bit of gunk in there.
Oh, yeah. All right.
But if you try to pry that with your hands, you are going to rip your knuckles across that.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
I did it.
You got it.
I
All
did
right.
it once and then I went and got a rubber mallet.
So the vacuum.
That's your system
Pretty
in
much.
a nutshell.
Yeah.
Now what you got here, this is your return into your pool.
Yep.
So that you always want open.
Okay.
You've got main drains at the bottom of your pool, and you've got a suction skimmer. Your skimmer is the one that's at the top.
Yeah.
Okay? So the pool is drawing water from the top and from the bottom, running it through the filter.
Okay.
I don't get a shitload of junk in the bottom of my pool.
Okay.
You aren't either.
Yeah, because there's no trees around really.
The trees, and you got a pool cage.
Okay.
I've got tons of trees, but I still get nothing because of the
Wow.
pool cage.
Okay, cool.
So what I typically do is I keep my suction a little bit lower coming from the bottom of the pool, and I want most of my suction coming from the top,
Okay.
because most of the crap you're going to have is floaties at the top.
Okay. No leaves and stuff like that. Yeah. So really, you don't have to really worry about vacuuming.
You will.
You will. Okay.
Show you how you're going to do that. So,
Not a lot though, right?
nope. When you vacuum, you're going to vacuum from your skimmer.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Yeah.
hose hooks up there.
Yeah, I've done it before, but I don't remember really. You know what I mean?
To get full pressure from there, you want to shut off that valve completely.
Okay.
Okay? Now, all the suction's coming from the skimmer where you're going to use your hose.
Got it. Okay.
Okay? This stays off, it's not going to hurt anything. It's just all the water is being suctioned from the top of the pool, none from the bottom.
So you get the better vacuum.
You get the better vacuum
Okay.
by shutting this off.
Okay.
What I would do is normally turn this back up to about that angle,
Okay.
because what that does do is creates a little bit of circulation top to bottom,
Okay.
which is nice for pool cleanliness and
Yeah.
keeping your water nice and clean.
Okay.
Kiss of death with a pool if not using it.
Yes. Exactly.
Water gets stagnant.
Yeah.
So when you're ready to go in there and clean, boom, shut off the main drain, which is the bottom.
Okay.
And when you're done vacuuming, you come out here and turn that back on so you're getting a little bit of circulation.
Nice.
That's it.
Cool.
And then
So then you hook the
vacuum
hose
right
up,
to the
yeah.
skimmer.
Oh, you hook it right to the skimmer.
Yep.
All right. And then now is there a trick to doing it to make sure you get the good vacuum? You just stick it on there or what?
Yeah, do you have your pool equipment yet?
I don't have anything. That's the problem.
Okay, you know that comes with a house and the pool.
Really?
Yeah, this is in our home, right?
Yeah.
There's a packet of information
Okay.
that you have probably in a little blue
Yep.
zip-up packet.
Yep.
In there, it'll tell you the pool company. It's
Pinnacle. I think it's Pinnacle.
Pinnacle.
Yeah.
You go down to Pinnacle, you tell them your address, that you have a new Pinnacle pool. They
Oh,
supply
wow.
you
Oh,
with
nice.
a brush, a hose, a
Vacuum,
pole for
pole.
your vacuum.
Yeah.
What else came? A net. So you get a pole with a net, a brush,
Everything to
a
take care of it,
hose,
pretty much.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay. When you get that hose, see what they were doing is they were supplying chlorine in here,
Oh, okay.
which you don't need to do because when you start using that, you don't need to do that.
Okay. How long do those tablets usually last? How long do you usually go
Okay.
in? Or is it just according to what the testing is?
It's according to how much rain you get, how
Yeah.
well balanced your pool is. I can normally go a week with a tablet.
Okay.
But right now, with the acid rain that we're getting, this rain burns through chlorine.
Okay.
It just burns through it. So I've been using about almost 2 tablets a week right now.
Okay. Wow.
Once the rain quits a little bit,
Is there like a standard tablet for everything, or is it just like they have at Costco? We're at Costco. They have that. They have them there. Those will work.
they have them there. They're about
Okay.
the same price up at Pinch Penny.
Okay. Cool.
So
Either
Pinch
way.
Penny is my one stop
Yeah,
for freaking
okay.
everything.
Okay.
They have a bucket full of those tablets, and they've got 2 kinds. I always use the more expensive one
Yes.
because it's got some other stuff into it that helps with the water,
Okay.
and they're not that much more expensive.
And the shock actually makes all the chemicals work together. And
It doesn't really make the chemicals work together. It just shocks the shit out of the pool with chlorine,
okay.
so it keeps algae levels and everything down.
Okay.
So that's your maintenance chlorine. Once a week is the shocking chlorine. And Pinch a Penny will give you a little booklet or a little piece of paper that explains pH, alkalinity, and all that shit. It makes it real easy. But all you really got to do is go in there, test your water, and
That's the
do
main
what
thing.
the test says.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And as you start messing with learning your pool, you'll start figuring out pH and acidity and alkalinity and all that stuff and how it works together.
Okay. Cool. It's
You'll start getting mold on all these pavers. I use a 50-50. I get a big old 5-gallon bucket. I put 50% of my pool chlorine in it and 50% water. And I take a brush like that and I spread it all over the pool deck. Kills all the mold just dead.
Really?
And in about 40 minutes to an hour later, I just rinse it down.
with the you just put the chlorine. Is that what we said?
Pool chlorine in a bucket.
Yeah, and half dilute it.
It kills the mold on your brick pavers.
Do you have yours sealed? Did you seal your pavers?
No.
No.
No, I am not even going to go into doing that.
Okay.
It's really nice. The issue you're going to get is the maintenance of it can get ridiculous. Man, I've talked to a lot of people about sealing them or not, and keep them nice and clean with pool chlorine. And
Works
they
much better.
stay looking nice.
Okay.
The problem with that sealer is within a year you have to reseal it again.
Yeah, usually once a year they say.
Once a
Yeah.
year. And you know what? I don't want
That's
a
a good cause,
$1,000
yeah.
bill
Yeah.
once a year. There's no reason to.
I mean, I could do it myself, but even who wants? I don't really know if I want to do that, but
Pain in the ass.
yeah. I mean, I could rather clean it and keep
I
it
just
fresh.
didn't go there.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'll check that out then.
The other thing that I will not do is I don't touch my brick pavers with a power sprayer.
Okay.
Fucking idiots will come in to power spray the mold and shit off your pavers.
Yeah.
That sand
Yeah.
is supposed to be there.
Yeah, to keep them solid.
And after they come in, there'll be sand everywhere. Outside, it'll be in the bottom of the pool because they spray it everywhere and they blow
And they
it
don't
out of your
care,
bricks. But what I do back here to keep it clean, I've got a little shop vac.
Oh yeah.
I shop vac this.
Good idea.
Once every 2 weeks, if
Yeah.
it gets dirty, you're going to stay a lot cleaner than me because I got the preserve.
Right there with
Right
you.
there.
Yeah. It does actually look like some of these do need sand that's brand new. Like it's not.
Well,
up
that's
to-
about where it will
That's
get.
where it should.
Yeah,
That's
see,
good.
your sand is down there. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Now, like this little overflow sand, my shop vac will suck that right up. And
Oh, yeah,
it'll
okay.
End up being about like that.
Yeah.
That's how I keep mine. I shop vac it when I want to clean it. And then I think I've been in the house 2 years. I've done the chlorine thing 3 times,
Yeah.
and I hardly ever get mold at all. I think the chlorine builds up a little bit on the
Nice.
bricks and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and the mold it kind of just fights the mold. The other thing it does is it kills ants that build in
Little
between
piles.
your brick pavers.
Yeah. Those things are a pain in the butt.
Well, that's all I do. I use a hose to spray my cage down. But I don't touch anything with freaking power spray, especially my brick pavers.
Yeah, especially the pool screen. Pull the screens right out, probably. Some of them.
Yeah, you gotta be
They
really
get too
careful.
close. Yeah.
But those, you know, Spanish guys come in and they just blow the shit out of your bricks and damn sands all over the place. So you know it's not in the brick where it's supposed to be.
Exactly. Is there anything that you use? I found that cobwebs in the screen.
Yeah.
You found anything that helps you with that?
You're gonna get a pool pole, an extendable pool pole from Pinnacle. And at Pinch a Penny, they got one of these round fuzzy brushes that clips on that end.
And then just use that?
Just use that.
Because they don't have anything to stop that, do they? It's weird.
There's not a fucking thing
It's
you
weird.
can do about the
I
damn
know.
cobwebs. Damn spiders. Just about once a month I'll do mine.
Yeah, once a month. Yeah, that's what I figured. Once a month. All right, cool, man. It's really really appreciate you coming by and talking to me about it.
But once you get this maintenance piece down, paying some for it, I tell you what, it's just not. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They come in and for 5 minutes they're in and out, and I can't do my pool in 5 minutes
No.
to keep it looking nice.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, we're going over. Like, should we just pay? I'm like, no. And I'm watching the videos. I'm like, he's only here 10 minutes a week. I mean, I can handle that. And well, even if it's not a big
We have
deal.
to buy a vacuum?
No, he said we get everything free from Pinnacle because we got a brand new
that
pool.
stuff comes with your pool.
Yeah,
Really?
we got to go down there and get
Go
it.
get it.
Yeah,
Oh, so we get a free vacuum?
yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be good.
Now, what I did is I replaced, because you'll get a hose that's about 15 feet long. You'll get one of the typical pool vacuums that clips on the end of that pole. I got rid of that. The best investment I ever made in my life is I bought a robotics pool cleaner. Goes on its own, but I only paid $700 for the one I bought. You can buy them up to $1,500.
Jeez, wow.
I bought an automatic cleaner that goes on the end of the home, and it's supposed to just crawl around and do your pool. And that hose plugs into here. I couldn't get that damn thing to work in my pool for the life of me. So Pinch a Penny took it back, and I bought a robotics one. It's about this big by this big. Best investment I've ever made in my life.
So you never have to vacuum
It doesn't hook up to your suction.
Okay.
It runs on its own. It's completely separate of your pool suction,
Wow.
which is better.
Because there's no hose.
There's no hose.
Wow.
So what I've got is a control pad, and it's got a long electrical cord. And once a week I throw it in the pool. It's got GPS on it, so it maps the bottom of your pool.
So the battery charge is battery charge. You don't use no cord.
You
Or-
do use the cord.
You do
It
use the
plugs
cord.
in.
It just plugs in. Wow. It
Yep.
goes in the water. That's
And it
crazy.
just dumps in the water,
Okay.
and it maps the bottom of your pool so it hits every square inch. And it does my pool in 2 hours.
So do you take it back
It's
out?
pulled shit out of my pool that I never got by doing it by hand or with the other cleaner that I use.
Well, that'll be an investment. Well, we'll get it in the
That's like
future.
a Roomba for the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got them at. I looked at all the different robotics ones, and she said, "Here, I'm going to give you this to try. If you don't like it, bring it back, and we'll try another one." Yeah, and I loved it.
Can you send me the name of it or the brand so I know?
Take a
What's
picture
your
of it,
number?
send it to-
I'll